Hello, everyone. My name is Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is August 22nd, 2022. And this is the move we've all been waiting for, okay? Right now, it's highly likely we will know if we enter the new bull run or we go into an extended bear market. All right. If that interests you, then watch until the very end. The past 3 days of consolidation on Bitcoin and crypto are really crucial for understanding if the new bull run in Bitcoin and as a result, the rest of the cryptocurrency market begins or we prolong the bear market. I'm going to get into exactly why that is in terms of my technical analysis, and I'm going to walk you through my read on the market. Remember, this is my read on the market, does not mean it's a correct read. I'm trying my best. I actually read this consolidation reversal pattern differently yesterday. If you're paying attention, not everybody's paying attention, but if you're paying attention, you'll notice that yesterday I had this right here included in the consolidation reversal pattern, okay? But upon further review and with more candles printed, I've resolved this to be part of the wave 4 correction, and then this is the wave 5. This is the last wave of this drawdown, okay? See, it's not always cut and dry, right? For me, when looking at this and looking at this volume candle, I'm like, oh, that's capitulative volume. That's the end of that trend. Sometimes that's true, but sometimes that's just the end of the third wave, which we know is typically the longest and the most impulsive, which generates that capitulative volume sometimes, okay? So make mistakes. I make mistakes. It's not up to me to be perfect. That's not the purpose of this channel. The purpose of this channel, if you're using it correctly, my friends, is to see how I'm making mistakes, to work through the mistakes with me, and to learn from whatever I'm doing. If I know more than you in a certain regard, to learn from me so that you yourself can apply it to your own charts and make your own reads, right? And improve your trading, so on and so forth. Anyway, I think most of you guys already understand that, but some of you did need to hear that. Now, we're going on the small time frames, 15-minute time frame, because in these past 3 days, a lot has happened. And for a lot of people, for most market participants, this is absolute gibberish. They make no heads or tails of this. Actually, for them, this is just a matter of time before the trend continues downwards, okay? The majority of the market does not understand consolidation reversal, and it's, there's no wonder why. It's challenging. It's probably one of the most challenging things. But as a trader, as a chartist, if you can grasp to a certain degree of competence the concepts of what makes a consolidation reversal, you will put yourself in an upper echelon of trading and charting, because all the big moves happen, every single move rather, happens after a consolidation reversal, either up or down. So if this is a consolidation for continuation, then the breakdown of this will lead to a massive move downwards, right? If this is a consolidation reversal for a subsequent uptrend, then the subsequent move, the resulting move, will be a massive uptrend, and you want to take advantage of that, which means during this time you're accumulating, right? Or you're accumulating if you're going short. Do you see? You want to be able to read these, okay? And so the theory, according to Elliott wave theory, of reading these accumulation reversal patterns, consolidation reversal patterns rather, is finding 2 degrees of A-B basing, okay? Go back to Ralph Nelson Elliott's The Secret of the Universe. He talks about A-B basing briefly. Go back to Prechter and Frost, 13th edition. They talk about A-B basing briefly, only to discount it. Review my work on this channel, I talk about A-B basing extensively. You need 2 degrees, and I have the 2 degrees in yellow and blue. The first degree is yellow, the second degree is blue as I read it, okay? So all I'm looking for is a 3-wave move in A, an initial break of structure targeting wave 4 of the previous trend. See, I thought this was more appropriate. This is my 3-wave move targeting that wave 4. That's my A wave right here. And then my corresponding B wave, which is a 3-wave move that corresponds to that initial break of structure. So that yellow bit is my first degree. And now let's zoom in, since it's such a small time frame, to the blue, and we can see once again 3 moves: 1, 2, 3, initial break of structure, okay, and then 1, 2, 3, a composed B wave. Okay, you see that? This is my composed B wave as I'm reading it. This is impulsive, right? All these red candles, it's straight red down. It's likely an impulsive wave. We all know that every corrective wave ends in impulsive fashion. So that's the end of my B wave. This resulting move should be, if this read is correct, okay? That's the caveat. If this read is correct, the resulting move should be what we've been waiting for. It should be the move up and out of this 3-day consolidation reversal pattern, okay? What we've been in since the 19th when we capitulated, okay, with this wave 4 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this 5-wave ending diagonal, okay? So this is what I'm seeing, and that's why I'm seeing it. If this is indeed the case, here's why that's so important and why it's not just important on the 15-minute time frame, but why it's important. Let's keep that in for a second. Here's why it's important on the larger time frame. So let's zoom out, okay? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hide all this stuff. That's what I'm gonna do, because I do need it for the thumbnail. So I'm gonna hide this. And guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. Again, this is, I try to make this as valuable as possible. This is exactly what I'm doing in my head. I'm just voicing this out, and it benefits me. It's not just for you all. I benefit from it as well, because it's like journaling, right? You put your ideas down either on tape or on paper, and you gain new insights. And sometimes I see things that I didn't see before when I'm just talking to myself in my head. Okay. Why is this so important on the larger time frame? Because on the larger time frame, we're also looking at a consolidation reversal pattern, but that's taken not 3 days, but 64 days, 65 days, okay? So, same thing. This thing is time frame agnostic, okay? This thing, when I'm talking about these fractal patterns that we have in Elliott wave theory, they're elegant, they're fractal. You can see them on every time frame. And once again, I'm looking at these. I didn't label the A waves just because it would be messy if I did. So I'm just going to draw those out. You see this 1, 2, 3 waves. That's my initial break of structure. That's wave 4 of my previous trend. That's what I'm targeting, okay? Here is my subsequent composed B wave. Again, this is likely the B wave 1, 2, 3. This is all impulsive right there. I know this seems like it's all impulsive, but it's not because of this. Sorry. Like that. Do you see that jut? That wick? That shows you there are 3 waves in there. So it's not completely impulsive. So this is my 3-wave move. This is my 3-wave move in the intermediary, and this is my impulse 5-wave move to end it. Okay, this is my first degree on the larger time frame, okay, for Bitcoin. And then if you want to go into the second degree, you see 5 waves here, okay? And then you see 1, 2, 3 waves here. Once again, the same reasoning. You're seeing 3 waves in wave 1 of wave 1 of this flat correction. 1, 2, 3 waves of wave 2 of this flat correction, wave B, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves in the impulse, which you should get, okay? And once you get, any time you finish an impulse, you need A-B basic. You don't just turn around and go up. If you did, we would already gone up, once this this impulse ended. Okay, you always need A/B basing, and that's a consolidation reversal pattern, requires 2 degrees of consolidation reversal A/B basing, and that's what we were looking at on the 15-minute time frame. And because this is likely finished, that is the catalyst for this entire move, this 65-day move that most people, once again, think is a continuation of this larger trend to the downside. That's why the title of my live stream yesterday was "Most People Are Underestimating This Move." Obviously, if you bust out indicators, a hash ribbon indicator, you look at the Puel multiple average, there's so many things that tells you that this is very, very, very likely a market bottom, a macro bottom. But for the purposes of this analysis, I'm looking exclusively at price action. But best believe I'm also very, very aware of what's going on in the DXY, jutting up against resistance. I know a lot of people think it's going to go up to the moon. It's in a B wave. B waves typically go to the 786 of that A wave. It can go all the way to the 1618. But you see, if I pulled up the DXY, I'm not going to pull it up now. An initial break of structure, you see a 3-wave move, and then an impulse. I count 5 waves. Obviously, you can have extensions, but I don't think it's going to go up much more than 108, where it's at right now. And if it's probably already hit resistance. So I'm looking at all that stuff. Just because I don't talk about it doesn't mean I don't look at it. But my main focus is just the price action of our main sort of our king coin, all right, Bitcoin, as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large, right? The other thing I'm doing, my friends, is I'm also, before I'm like looking at the DXY and looking at the SPX and NASDAQ, and also understand, we assume that the SPX, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin, traditional markets and cryptocurrencies are correlated. They do have correlation now, but everything's correlated after COVID. That's just the nature of the game because it was such a large macro event. Everything became correlated. But before that, Bitcoin was not at all correlated. It was decorrelated or inversely correlated to the traditional markets. So don't assume just because there's been correlation for 12 to 15 months that that's the thing. Really focus on trying to figure out, if you don't want to trap yourself and fool yourself, prioritize a read and understanding of the price action of the actual assets you're trading, because you start adding layers and making assumptions, you might be in for a nasty surprise, because if it ever does decouple, you'll be totally thrown off, okay? And you don't want to do that to yourself. There's no reason for it, okay? The other thing I'm looking at are other assets in crypto. Okay, so I'm seeing 2 degrees of consolidation reversal on the large time frame and the small time frame. That tells me that the big move that we've been waiting for is finally here. Okay, I'm also busting out my indicators, like my stochastic RSI, and seeing that it's completely bottomed out and crossed bullish on the daily time frame. Okay, I like that. That tells me that yes, we can begin to run to the upside. I do expect for us to test the 30,000 region, more specifically, like I said during the live stream, the 32 to 33,000 region within the next week. Okay, that's just what I'm based off my analysis. Could be wrong, but based off my analysis. But in addition to Bitcoin, I'm also looking at what's going on with other assets like Litecoin. It's a top 20 coin. It's a top 20 asset. It's not number 400. It has market dominance, right? Top 20 means there's a lot of money in this project, like it or not. Look at what it's doing. Look at what it did. On very large volume, Litecoin broke out of that 3-day consolidation reversal pattern, thereby confirming the reversal on the small time frame, and also confirming the reversal. This is big A, big B, this is small a, this is small b, confirming the 2 degrees of consolidation reversal on the large time frame. So Litecoin is essentially saying, I'm ready to go. This is my new bull market. That's what I'm seeing in Litecoin. I would more than, I would rather put money on correlating what Litecoin's doing to Bitcoin rather than some random index or some random equity in the traditional markets. I don't know about you, but that's just how I see it, because all of crypto's quite correlated, and they've been correlated for longer than crypto's been correlated to traditional assets. What's another example? EOS. EOS is basically showing you what I think is going to happen. Again, these breakouts are not happening willy-nilly. They're happening on massive volume. This is a daily time frame. Look at the volume. You're basically putting in volume that you haven't seen in over about 100 days. Okay? You're putting in more volume than you have in 100 days, and you're breaking out you're basically confirming a bullish pattern, which is, as you can see, an inverse head and shoulders, which is the pattern that the consolidation reversal pattern of EOS took, and it's broken out of that. That's altcoin season. That is the beginning of its bull market. Okay. Now, in our watch list, we don't have any other examples just yet, but we have others that are threatening. Okay, they're threatening to do that. Telcoin's threatening to break its small time frame consolidation reversal pattern, and then obviously it should run up to the neckline of the larger one on the daily time frame. If we go into our general watch list, we have other examples of this happening. All right, let's see. Chili's. I think it's Chili's. Let's see. Yes, Chili's. Okay, this is an altcoin that, just like most other altcoins, put in an orthodox low on May 12th and had a 100-day consolidation reversal pattern and broke that to the upside. Okay, and now it's continuing. Now, the only thing is, I don't see big volume in Chili's. So that I expect at some point soon, maybe upon the break of this cup and handle right here. Okay. But otherwise, the price action's good. It's just I would like to see more volume behind this. Okay. Same thing here. Adam is at the neckline, but I still don't have the big volume break. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very likely that this is the move we've been waiting for, and those are the reasons why. Guys, if you got value, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you're having a great Monday. I hope you're still in your positions. You haven't been shaken out. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a war of attrition. It's a game of attrition. You just have to stay alive. You don't have to buy the bottom. You can buy even the middle. You can be underwater. It doesn't matter. You can be underwater on your spot. You can be underwater on your leverage. Just as long as you stay alive and you're in for these larger moves, you will make life-changing wealth. And I wish that upon you. All right, take care, guys. Bye.
Wreaking havoc on their drums. We cold getting dumb, getting crazy style. Late night, height division, we be moving with precision. With 10 spots popping off, making some decision about hitting them one at a time with these ill rhymes. My love at the door, free drinks hitting the floor. The Zodiac.